questions, you can go to Ree and you can come to me. She is one of your leads. This is Malik Krakon. Malik is here to assist volunteers. He will just help you with some of the social protocol of being here in Visoko, Bosnia. He will also help you with any other issues you have in terms of if you want to find restaurants, cafes, buy anything, or if you require a translator, Malik is available. Malik will probably this week do an introduction to Bosnian language to teach you simple introductions of hello, how are you, how much is this boss, I need a coffee, that sort of thing. So we'll do that probably on Wednesday, I think. It's a good idea to have just some idea of the language. We're in a very beautiful village, town. It's in the middle of Ramadan at the moment. Ramadan is the annual fasting ceremony. It's a period of worship. People fast during the day. They do not eat from just before sunrise till after sunset. So you need to just be a little bit tolerant of everybody. These people are wonderful people. They're very, very generous, accommodating, and be respectful of that. So essentially, we don't go out drinking and eating during the day. It's just not done. But we are allowed to eat. But in terms of sitting outside at cafes and restaurants, just be very sensitive that you're in a community that's 96% Muslim. 100% of those people are observing Ramadan, and we need to be respectful of that. So I'll just give you that. So Malik is here to answer anything you have. He will find you, believe me. And Ray also. So Ray's heading off to the laboratory today while I do this presentation. Thank you.
See you later.
You going to hang around? Sure. If you come back by 10:30, you can take care of handing out the motion.
10:30. So 10:30, all people who didn't get t-shirt, didn't get t-shirt.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So excuse me for the late start this morning. The hotel had no electricity in this room, and that was an issue. And they also borrowed our cables last night to show the fibre of football when we finally tracked those down. So we're in business now. What I'm going to do this morning is take you through, firstly, just some general housekeeping issues. May I ask, is everybody comfortable with English? Does anybody require a translator or have some issues with English? I'm sorry, but we use that as the international language. So that's all fine? But I'm going to take you through some just housekeeping issues in relation to the hotel, how it functions, some of the rules here, very, very simple. Then we'll move on and have a brief discussion about archaeology, so you understand some of the processes and what to do when you're in the field. And then I'm going to show you a presentation of last year's archaeological discoveries, so you can also be familiar with the kinds of artifacts, energy phenomena, etc. that we're encountering here. And then that should take us through to about 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, Dr. Smith will be here. We'll take you on a bus tour where you will go to a vantage point to view the pyramid. He'll take you to Ravna tunnels, divide you up into 3 groups and just do a tour of Ravna tunnel complex. And then he'll take you to Pyramid of the Sun on the northern face, the Sundas. Sundas are our archaeological trenches, and he will give you a tour of the concrete trenches, etc. there. You'll be back here maybe 4:30ish, possibly even 5 o'clock, so it's a little bit late for that afternoon lunch, but the kitchen will have that all ready for you. Please, at around about 11 o'clock, we're going to gather in the cafe downstairs. There's time for you to grab water. There's a bakery in the front of the hotel. You can go and grab a little snack to take with you, because it's going to be very hot out there this afternoon, and you'll be on the pyramid for a little while, so keep that in mind, okay? Great, thank you very much. Okay, so let's just run through the hotel. Firstly, this place calls itself a hotel, but it's really just a hostel. Hotel, I don't know how that came about. Since every year it kind of changes a little bit. There's 3 stars out the front. We think there's 2 stars too many, but you will understand that. So sometimes things work here, sometimes things do not work here, and you just have to roll with that. You're on an adventure, you're on an archaeological dig. In terms of accommodation, this is actually extremely comfortable for an archaeological project. You're normally in a tent, fighting mosquitoes, getting wet, and going. So, the hotel. We want you to have fun on this project. We have a terrace area out the back here that is for volunteers' use, for socialising at night. That way, if you're wanting to drink alcohol, you can do that here without interfering privacy. We can be quite private up here, the police like it, they know where we are, as opposed to having to kind of tell people to quiet them down or anything of that nature. Work hours. We work between 8:30 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's getting quite hot at the moment. When it gets really hot, we shift that a little bit earlier so we get an early start today and finish early. Now, the work is really enjoyable. It's not too arduous at all. And it does require some level of physical fitness, but again, it's not too stressful. I think you're going to find it really enjoyable. You are here as volunteers, you're not slaves, so we don't drive you. But we expect that there is a commitment to get involved and to help out where you can. On that regard, part of this project, we rely on communication with volunteers. So basically we, actually I'll come back to that in a moment because it probably goes into another area that I can move on. Artefacts, etc. that you find on site, it's absolutely forbidden to take artefacts home with you. We've had a lot of theft of artefacts over the last few years and it really concerns us. Some of those artefacts are key. They're keys to understanding a more complex situation. So with that piece missing, often we cannot resolve things. Fortunately, many people actually return artefacts to us. Obviously, they understand over time that the majority of things we're finding here are energetic. It's not good to go against that energy and these things do come back. This year we've had 2 very important artefacts returned to us with an apology and we really appreciate that. So as volunteers, you're part of this entire project. If you find something that's very interesting and that you're really attracted to, just show it to me and I will determine whether it's something we'd like to retain or whether you're allowed to keep it. And we are generous. We do allow you to take energy stones with you and various other things. So please run them by me just so I'm sure that they're not important artifacts. Okay, everyone clear on that? But we will not tolerate theft of artifacts at all. Take plenty of water with you, take some food with you during the day to explain how the meals, etc. operate in the hotel. 7:30 it's breakfast in the morning, 8:30 we meet in the cafe on the ground floor. We leave by minibus to the various sites. We need some satellite information, topographical maps. This is the entire valley. This is rather the tunnels here, primitive moon, primitive dragon, temple of Mother Earth here, and Bratnitsa tumulus over here. So we're going to scan this entire area, bringing an aeroplane in from Europe. We'll scan it, we'll photograph it, and then we're going to do another flight path. We're going to do an IR scan, an infrared scan at another altitude. The infrared scan will be overlaid everything. Where we see warm ground, cold ground, we know there's a structure in warm ground as opposed to cold ground. So it's just further perspective that we're going to gain on what's happening here. So that will reinforce this or debunk it. So we're completely open to accept the data that this delivers. If data is not supportive of our theories, then we change those theories. If it reinforces the theories, then we develop them further. Questions? Yes? Yes, ma'am.
If you identify any match with constellation like in the Giza cluster or something?
Yes, I'll print out some material so you can have a look at that. There appears to be an alignment in this valley with Pleiades, which is the Seven Sisters, so we are also looking for 3 more pyramids. We know where one of them is, we think we know where the second one is, we haven't found the third one yet. So yes, so there's that alignment. Then further down the valley we have a tumulus called Genia. It's not very far away, you can walk there or take a taxi there. Genia, looking back at the pyramid of the moon, love and Sunsa, appears to be aligned to Cassiope. So we've got several astro-archaeological alignments happening here. I have to stress that I think that if you go down the alignment line, you can actually find alignments about this relationship. But also remember, so far we've only found the ones on terra firma. So on land, there's large parts of the earth are not land. So that clouds everything. This is a series of satellite scans that we've had done. You've probably seen this material. I'm happy to share this with people. I've actually printed out all 22 images of these showing you tunnels at different depths, different angles, different faces to the pyramid. How accurate this is not very accurate. There are some issues over how this data is gathered, but moreover, it's been drawn on. So it's not an accurate projection, a projection map. However, we have some coincidences. When you go onto the pyramid of the sun today, as you start to walk up the steps in the first 10 metres, you'll see a very large block on the left-hand side. Last year we started opening the block up, it was this big. It was approximately 1 square metre. It now weighs 80 tonnes, and we think it's going to grow to about 120 tonnes. That is also completely coincidental with, it's off screen, it's just here, but it's completely coincidental with a 5 metre tunnel. So we think it's blocking one of the entrances to the pyramid. You'll have opportunity to